And joining me now in the studio to talk about towns and cities of the future is Berlin-based architect Jan Kleihues. His bureau, Kleihues and Kleihues, has been involved in projects in many parts of the world. Thank you very much for joining us today, Mr. Kleihues, in studio.
Hello.
Now, we've just seen that report. Imagine building an entire town in basically a high-rise building. What do you think of that?
I think it's a very interesting, also not new idea. I think much more important is a way, for me at least, how they want to build this whole thing. This idea with the flying robots, I think, is a very nice idea and important idea for tight cities. But since they compared it also with Freiburg, I would prefer living in Freiburg than in a city like that.
It sort of is claustrophobic in a way. I don't know, it's not really an ideal idea for me anyway, but there are advantages to it as well.
Not really. I don't see the advantages. If you see a city, a vertical city like that, and the next one is 10 kilometers away, then it might be interesting. But this is for me not an urban situation. And I like cities because it's urbanity, about its density, about the different, the mix of functions, retail, housing, offices, culture, things like that. I would like to move in a street. I would like to meet people in the street and not in an elevator. I would like to have small piazzas, things like that. And this is for me an urban city.
Okay, definitely. For me also, I would like to be able to move freely and not have my bakery on the same floor as my work, for example. But an ideal city for you, what is an ideal city for you?
The ideal city for me is Berlin, London, Paris, the European cities of the 19th century, actually. This is for me the ideal city.
Why Berlin? Why France? Why London?
Berlin, because I think Berlin has an ideal density. It offers, at least in the areas like Charlottenburg, Kreuzberg and so on, it offers an ideal mix of uses, different uses. And that means that city is not sleeping at night. It is never sleeping. It sleeps not during the day and not during the night. And this is what I love about Berlin.
A city that never sleeps.
Right.
Could you take Berlin and put it in another part of Europe, somewhere where the climate is different? Or, for example, where I come from in Ireland, yeah. I mean, we don't even have an underground yet in Ireland.
If it's about planning new cities, I think we should have a look at what are the positive things of the cities we like. And of course, underground is important, but there is also history, there is a climate, you just mentioned it. And if you look at old or historic cities like Bologna, for example, or Münster, where you have the arcades out of different reasons. In Bologna, for example, because you have the sun. In Münster, you have the same arcades, but because of the rain. So when you look at things like that, automatically, if you pick those things up, you have a nice city, and those are the cities of the future.
Mr. Kleihues, thank you very much for joining us here at Tomorrow Today.
You're welcome.